Hello everybody, my name is Noala Taylor and I am with Transform Your Life, You Under Reconstruction, and we are going to be discussing a topic today that actually is going to be a series of different episodes. So we're actually going to be talking about the 6 human needs. And before I get started, show reel. Welcome back, and before we get started, I'll take a swig of my kombucha. I am in the midst of change with all this other change going on, and the ability to change is on everybody's mind, whether it's business, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's personal direction, whether you're in school, whether you want to go in school. Right now, change is on everybody's lips. It's happening to everybody at this time, and being able to pivot is super important. But also to be able to create that change for yourself that's positive, you really have to know what your needs are. And to help you to better relate to other people, you also have to know what their primary needs are, which is why I decided to do a series on the 6 human needs. Now, this was first came out, Tony Robbins had talked about it. He had featured it. But this awareness of some psychological needs that every human being needs to fill. It's just that some people have their needs in different orders than other people. But these needs basically are the motivation for every action that we take, because we do everything in order to fulfill these needs. And so we're going to break it down. And in this very first video, this first episode, we're going to talk about the first human need, which is certainty. So what do I mean when I say certainty? Well, when I say certainty, if I were to quote Tony Robbins, it is the need for safety, security, comfort, order, consistency, and control. So at a basic level, each of us has a need to satisfy some kind of sense of stability, right? Whether it's stability in a job or stability in a relationship, some kind of way of feeling safe and secure or feeling comfort. At a very primal level, that need and needing to fill that need of certainty, it really does do more than what you think it does. It goes way back into making sure that our DNA is guaranteed to continue beyond us. That's at the base, the very instinctual portion of the lizard brain, right, is this need to be stable enough and secure enough to be able to make sure that our DNA makes it to the next generation. So because we have this instinctual need in the back of our brains, we're just trying to cover the basics here. We need to do the work that is needed in order to create that sense of security for ourselves. So that means being able to pay the bills. That means securing a roof over your head. That means being able to feed yourself or feed your family, right? That means to be secure in a relationship where you feel like you can trust this person. You feel like you are having those needs met inside that relationship. You feel like that relationship is secure. It's a serious need that we have just as human beings. And for some people, certainty is one of the very top needs that they have, because most people, when they're motivated by these 6 human needs, they actually pick 1 or 2 that generally will be the cause for everything that they choose to do in their life. So what else can I talk about with certainty? So when it comes to certainty, the challenge is to be able to create that sense of safety, comfort, and security for ourselves without putting fences around us, right? Without taking us out of the equation, because we are living life and we can only experience life through our perception and because we live. And if we cut ourselves off from other people, or we cut ourselves off from certain life situations, and we stop ourselves from progressing forward just because we're leaving that comfort zone, right? We're leaving that, then it really stops you from being able to fully experience life. And being social creatures, we have a need. I'm sure everybody's figured this out by now. Being social creatures, we have a need to be with other people, right? I'm sure there's this hope. There's this hope in the security and comfort of knowing that one day you're going to be able to go outside and meet friends and family, go to your jobs, be with coworkers, go grab a cup of coffee somewhere and not be afraid to catch something, right? This is the sense of security we're talking about. We want to feel safe, but we want to do it in such a way that it doesn't create boundaries or fences around us. We want to make sure that this need for safety does not interfere with our need to change. What most often will happen, because this is the way the human brain works, right? So we'll talk again about instinctual mind, the instinctual brain, the lizard brain, right? So you take out all of your cognitive thoughts and just get down to the emotional base of just the animal side of being human. Everything that was new was dangerous. New food could poison you, kill you. New animals could eat you. New people could kill you. So your brain has been developed over time and evolved to basically be your wingman, is to watch out for you, make sure that you don't get yourself into trouble. So it has this ability to sense when something is different and it's outside of what you normally accept, what you know is safe, what your brain recognizes as safe. And anytime something comes in that's new, or anytime change might be required in order to get better food, get a better partner, find a better place to live, get a better job, you're going to be faced with what your brain has been designed to do. It has evolved to do over many, many thousands of years, is to basically tell you, no, we don't want to go over there. We have no idea what's going to happen if we do that. We don't know what's going to happen if we quit this job and go try that other job. We don't know what's going to happen if we stop working for this business and go into business for ourselves. We don't know what's going to happen if we decide to go out on a limb and go on a date, or ask this person for a date, ask them to marry you. There are so many risks that can bring opportunity and can bring happiness and can bring things that you don't have yet, right? Risk. But your brain is already designed for the first thing to be no. So it's a challenge for anybody, especially when you're super in a place where you're uncomfortable, but you know that change is required, to be able to create that stability and feel like you have some kind of security, but be willing to go outside of your comfort level to be able to grow. So if we're talking about the positive aspect of certainty, the only way to fulfill that need of certainty and still be able to take risks for positive opportunities and for positive change, and to try new things and to have this wonderful, totally new experiences, go travel places you've never been, talk to people you've never talked to before, is to actually have that stability and that security inside us. To build trust in yourself. To know who you are and how to properly captain your ship, so that even though danger may lurk, you are aware of the danger, but you don't overcorrect and possibly cause other damage, or even make yourself turn around and totally miss what might be on the other side of that horizon. So that's certainty. And I'm kind of just looking at, it's only really been 10 minutes. So let's throw in the second human need. So the first human need is certainty, the need to feel safe and secure. The second human need is variety. So these two things are like opposite of each other, right? You have certainty for this need for things to not change and to be stable and to be comfortable, and to be safe. And then on the other hand, you have this need also for variety. So what does that mean? To quote Tony Robbins, variety is the need for uncertainty, diversity, challenge, change, surprise, and adventure, right? We all actually need this, and we all need it in different increments. It depends on how big some needs are versus other needs. But we all need all these needs met. I mean, think about it. We already live in a world that, to our understanding, is very uncertain. So we pursue a lot of ways to keep ourselves safe and keep ourselves comfortable. But there is going to be a time, there always is a time, where you get tired of the predictable, right? Where you can see that the predictable actually doesn't bring success. The predictable is not actually bringing any growth. The predictable is actually not bringing any happiness. And when we can define that we are ready for some kind of challenge, diversity, change, surprise, when we allow ourselves to see that those things are needed in order to progress forward, then you actually grow inside. So the need for any kind of diversity means that you have to have a pattern interrupt. Something has to break that up, that stability, that stagnation, that business as usual. The everyday is the same. All the people are the same. What you do is the same. And we're not talking about consistency in success. We're actually just talking about not changing. It gets boring. Do you eat the same thing every single day for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Do you eat the same thing as a snack? I mean, imagine if all you had was oatmeal and you ate oatmeal when you woke up. You had oatmeal for lunch. You had oatmeal for dinner. If you get kind of hungry between lunch and dinner, you have a little oatmeal for a snack. Like, that's it. All you get is oatmeal. How boring is that? I mean, yeah, oatmeal is great for you. It provides fiber that you need. It helps to balance your cholesterol. It's great for your heart because of that. It has a lot of fiber in it, which is great for your gut and your intestines. But who wants to eat that every day? And you know what? Your body is not designed to eat one thing. You actually need a variety of things. You need adventure in your food. You need diversity in the foods that you eat in order to actually be healthy. So if that's the way that your body needs to operate, it stands to understanding that that's also the way the mind and your emotional self and your spirit also is. You need that uncertainty. You need that challenge, and you need that surprise element to actually create something that's going to change and enhance your life. Because I have, there's no way that things can stay stagnant at all. So the best way I can explain it is, imagine you're on a fire pole, right? You slide down the fire pole to get to the bottom floor from the second floor. Imagine you're in the middle of that pole, right? Your choice is you can either go up and you can advance, or what? What's the only other option? You can't just stay in the middle because your weight will continuously pull you down. Gravity is working against you. So you either are going to go against opposition, grow and go upwards and get stronger, or you're naturally thinking that you're stagnant, you're going to actually decline and you're going to go down, right? This is life. It's a universal, ever-present law that change is consistent, and there is no way to be stagnant, right? Change is life. Stagnation is death. You're either going to go up or you're going to go down. This is a world of duality. So there's the either or the or. So either you're going to continuously improve experience things that are going to bring new discoveries to you and help you in your strength, help you in your awareness, help you in the skills that you develop in life. Or you're not going to do anything and you're actually going to get worse. So those are the two of the human needs. I guess I can fit two into a video. So certainty and variety. Two things we actually need that are opposing to themselves, but we need them nonetheless. So if you experience this, and if you recognize that one of these two human needs is actually something that you're keyed into, like this is me, like this is what I do all the time, then please say so in the comments below. And if you have not seen any of my videos before, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know when new videos are coming out for you. It is always my intent to create content that will help you to become a better version of yourself, because I want to help you find your happy, no matter what that means for you. So be kind, be love, be light, be awesome, and I will see you guys later.